in Baja 1000, we have a bunch of other race teams set up next to us. So we're gonna be seeing all kinds of cool vehicles come through here. Rock and roll. Chris got all the welders. Holy shit, man. Tell me really quick, what's your setup here?
Got the Multimatic 215 here. Do all the steel work. It'll do whatever we need to. We just got to set up for the steel today. Plasma cutter. In case got to cut anything out, maybe cut some tabs, cut anything we need to. And then the TIG welder, if we can come across any aluminum brakes. Get the TIG welder set up, fix some aluminum. Run the big Bobcat, help run some lights during the run. Weld up, fix, fab, whatever we need to.
Ready for racing?
Oh yeah, always.
So we do have a motorcycle that we're hitting, so we just need to
Bike should be coming through in an hour or so. Pit's ready to go. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm ready.
Yeah, we're excited.
So the first motorcycle that we're gonna be servicing is 707X. So we're getting his fuel ready. He's getting Eco 96.
4 gallons of Eco 96.
Make sure that we have everything set up and ready to go for the rest of the race.
They told us what mile marker they're at, and we can average when they'll be here, so we have time to fill up 4 gallons and get everything ready. So when they do show up, we can dump the gas and they'll be on their way.
Ooh, what you got?
Egg and bacon.
Egg and bacon.
They're messy. They're gonna fall out of both ends.
Well, the trucks are going through opening ceremonies right now as we speak, and roughly we're thinking about 4 to 5 p.m. Bikes started around 3 a.m. and we're expecting them almost any time now, so it's a little after 10, so anytime between 10 and 11 is what we're figuring for the bikes, and the bikes and trucks run about the same speed. So yeah, looks like about 4 to 5 around sundown. Should be a good time.
Ready for racing?
Yes sir, ready to go. Looking forward to it. Now it's kind of just a hurry up and wait and get all anxious, and once the first car comes and the bugs are worked out, it's go time.
Say what you wanna say, I won't go back. If you wanna hit the road, then let's go then. Let's just go and see the world and just show them what it really means to live life golden. Yeah, we're golden, baby girl, we're golden. They're about to see us shine, cause we're golden. They can't ever break us down, cause we're golden. They're about to see us glow, cause we're golden.
Smoked pork butt. Secret rub.
Secret rub. Oh.
Secret rub. Gonna smoke on the smoker for about 12 hours.
Good luck, guys. Explain to me really quick how the fueling system works with fueler, shaker, everything you just told the guys.
So you have several different positions. You have the fuel boss who's managing the fuel board, keeping track of the vehicles as they come through and where they are at on the course. Taking the fuel from the cans, because there's 11 different flavors for the different vehicles, and putting them into the dump cans with 3 different types of fillers. They'll be staged, and as the vehicles come in, 2 fuel teams are ready to go. You have 3 men on each team. 1 shuffles the cans to the cars. 1 lifts the can up onto the stabber's shoulders, gets it loaded, fueling the car, and then takes over. As he finishes 1 can, he'll set it down. The shuffler will take it away. The booster lifts another one onto his shoulder. We'll do anywhere from 4 gallons to 100 gallons in 10-gallon containers.
It's crazy. How fast until these big containers empty out?
They empty out in about 10 to 15 seconds.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's a 3-inch nozzle, and so it flows.
What about shaking the car? What is that all about?
Some of the cars with the fuel tanks will create air bubbles, and so we just want to shake the car and get the gas moving around, get the air out, so that way we can push as much fuel in there as possible, so that way we make sure that they don't run out from this pit to the next pit. Especially if they find themselves in a situation they need to burn more fuel to get out of it. We just want to make sure that they have everything that they need to get through.
Awesome, cool, thank you. Hey guys.
Mohr.
Everybody's looking.
Mohr! He doesn't want to show off all of his skills.
Mr. Travis. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
We're just stopping by to say hi to the fellas and check it out. Use the bathroom.
Sir.
Might melt it.
No, that's all right.
What happened with your ATV?
The frame is broken.
Aluminum frame broke?
Aluminum frame, yeah. That one at least gets you in there.
Yeah.
That came in and they asked for a little frame repair if we had a TIG welder. And since we're not doing anything and we're waiting for our first four-wheel vehicles to show up, you know, there's no problem, in my opinion, to help another fellow racer out so that they can continue their dream of finishing the Baja 1000. So of course they go and peel all the plastics off of the four-wheeler and wheel it in, and we got Chris Stanley from my fab shop over there getting after it with a TIG welder, and he's just about done, and they'll get back out on the course and have a chance to go and finish the race that they dream about finishing, Baja 1000.
I got news for you. We want to do a giveaway.
Oh my God!
Our first big giveaway here on our YouTube channel. Flex, rocks, and rollovers.
The link's in the video description below.
First in line, hold on, shabam! 50-inch KC Highlights C-Series LED light bar, brand spanking new. This is a $600 light bar. Damn! Freaking awesome, this thing is killer. Click on the link in the video description below, enter the giveaway, and win a 50-inch Casey Highlight C-Series light bar. We will announce the winner of the Casey Highlights giveaway in the last episode of the Baja 1000 video series, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Please share the link from our YouTube channel with all of your friends. Invite as many people as you can so we can grow this channel and bring you guys more and more cool content and giveaways. See you later.